USA, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bears will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to pass, it's King. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The play fake on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
I'll tell you, got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3-and-out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's King. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Pulls and fires complete. And the Yellow Jackets will keep this drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Quick release by the QB. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a first and goal.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but their defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks so...
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give to the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball.
Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Like a big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
3rd down coming up after the completion. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, 1 little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a straight.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. 20, you just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep shots.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
On his way back from the 20. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's King. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Third down play from the gun. Fires to the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw, it's King. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the toss. Look out, he's got room. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lloyd. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. 3:25. Looking to fire. Going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. The Bears get it past the sticks. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And the Bears with the 1st and 10. Finds his man, it's Boyd. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Can't make the connection, in the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he had just enough leg to somehow will that thing over the crossbar and in the right corner. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Virginia delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Charlottesville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the ACC. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's King. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Power football with the run. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, the defender looked like he ran that route for the QB. He was anticipating where the football was going to. Great job plucking it. Just couldn't get a foot back inbounds. Otherwise, that's a pick.
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Reads it. Fires complete. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Trying to get the corner. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Looking for a man. It's Kane. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down. Stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. And they didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That's caught. It's Joyner. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a 3rd down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very
Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
To the air on second down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring in third.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
It's caught downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll test the right side. He's in open space downfield. It's a seam wide open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking downfield, it's King. That's reeled in. It's Alexander. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. The RPO is complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Off play action. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run the toss.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires on the move. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to throw. It's King. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Toss to the outside. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Kane. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
He splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is getting dominated today, and, you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunking. They're trailing by 31 to Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The toss to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the